One more question? Yes, please.
Well, more of a comment. I never used to consider myself that much of a religious person, but doing all of the kind of work I'm doing, whether it's like the Congress Hotel strike or healthcare or the death penalty, from a more faith perspective seems much more hopeful. And you're making the analogy of the politics. There's been like stuff all over the news, like the women's movement 40 years later. And like when I went to law school, there were like 12 women in the whole school. And you tell that story to like young women now, and they think I'm talking about some other planet. So, I mean, you need faith and you need to change hearts as well as law, and you have to work on both of them at the same time.
Thank you for the comment. Any final kind of reflections on our part here?
Just building on what you said, Ina, is very briefly, is you're right. I used Noah's Ark on purpose because I think right now we have a chance to rebuild this ark. And if I have nothing, I have hope. And we have the potential here to create one that will float for everyone, because if there's a hole in the boat, we're all going to sink. It's not just the people on the bottom of the boat that's going to sink. We're all going to sink. And so yes, I have nothing from a tradition but hope that we can, especially in terms of healthcare, if that's what we're talking about here, is that creating an ark, creating a structure that really can cause us all to rise above the ground, to be truly God's children collectively.
Yeah.